what do you have? You know, I want what you have. Can I have some of that? And it happens, you know, sometimes. Every now and then we have these experiences like that. People may use other words, but basically that's what happens. So, hang on, keep on doing what you're doing. And after a moment, these short, brief moments of clarity, these brief moments of nectar and realization will become longer and longer and longer and longer. And then it will actually become existence. It will become your life. That's pretty nice. That's pretty blissful existence. Like that. And yes, there will be challenges, there will be setbacks, there will be people who criticize and find fault and try to tell you how bad it is what you do. But it's like water on the back of a duck, you know. You take it with stride. You don't get upset or disturbed by it. You just say thank you. Whatever Krishna brings, you know, like Prahlad Maharaj did not get upset or angry or retaliate or lose his faith. He just accepted whatever happened as the will of the Lord, and he continued with his preaching. So in the same way, we all are in our battlefield of life, in our own little Kurukshetra, and we're facing our own obstacles. So if we can see Krishna in these situations, then we can be in connection with Krishna in every service and in every sphere of life. And that's really Sankirtana. That's where we want to get. In the meantime, we find our book bag and we get out the door, because that's where it's happening for us. That's where the action is, where we can realize Krishna like that. But after a while, you can be cooking, you can be doing worship, you can do other things, and you continue to be in that giving, in that serving mood. And you're not thinking, oh, now I'm in charge, I'm in control now, I'm somebody, because I have a few keys or I have some power or some position. Sankirtana means service, to be a servant. This is the highest position. Yes?
So I just want to conclude that tomorrow, tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, we will do book distribution in Walking Street, and a small Harinam party will join us later on. And for those devotees who have had their good share of being out there sharing, they can join the Harinam party. Mahabhavi and Oscar will come. We're allowed to do Harinams from 5 o'clock. Then we don't bother anyone.
So what time do we start with the books?
Sometime after breakfast.
Okay.
You know, hit the street between 10 or 11.
That's okay. That's specific enough. Sometime after breakfast. I like it.
And the devotees, they can bring some prasad for us from the temple before the Harinam.
Okay, we'll arrange the logistics. But the next 2 days there will be book distribution and some Harinam in the evening in downtown Copenhagen.
After 5 o'clock.
You're all welcome to join us. All right. Thank you for your audience participation. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. It was very impressive seeing you cut the potatoes. It kept me awake because I was almost falling asleep, and then just watching you cutting potatoes made my difference today. You're some of the most talented potato cutters that I have witnessed in a long time, in the whole last month, because there was no potatoes in Africa. They only have yams. And they were cut them, they pound them. Have you ever seen yams? Those big things? Anyway, it's a joke. No, you guys are doing fine. Just go on.
Is it the big bananas?
Huh?
Is it like
No, it's not bananas, it's a root which is growing in the earth. They're very big. And then they peel them, and then they cook them, and they put them in a mortar, like the one Krishna turned upside down to get at the butter pot, and then they smash them in the mortar. That's why all the African mamas are kind of big, because they do a lot of that. That's their main staple diet. And they use the yam, they use the tapioca. There's different plants that you can process like that. And they make some sort of, it's like mashed potato. They call it fufu. Fufu.
No, it's the food in Africa.
Don't ask. Whatever Krishna has made is perfect. They have great fruits. But as far as the cooking goes, it's on a different chart.
It's fufu.
But, you know, it's not a culinary tour. Like, have you ever heard of Danish cuisine? Huh?
Well, we've heard about it, and we don't want to speak about it here.
I mean, I went through the town and I only saw Indian restaurants and Italian restaurants and Japanese restaurants. I never saw anywhere where it says Danish cuisine.
It doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist. Same thing with British, you know, have you ever heard of British cooking? No. So, but it's okay. Krishna consciousness works in every country of the world. And, yeah. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Nadine, you're the key.
Yeah, to ring the key.
Yeah.